You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're
Hey,
great.
Derek. You're
Are
Are we
great.
gonna have nicknames for each other each episode?
You're
I think
great.
we should.
You're great.
I'm Underboob. That's the original. That's the OG. So you're Nev
So
Nips, I'm
great.
Underboob.
Oh wait, let's not give away the studio production value we have here.
It's pretty low.
You're probably going to sing anyway, so you might as well just use
That's a
that
good
part, you
point.
know? Welcome. You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You are great.
You're great.
You've gone and been the greatest co-host. Is that pretty good?
That was pretty
Did
good.
it feel like Whitney Houston was here?
I think that's Vanessa Williams. Is that right?
I thought Save the Best for Last was Whitney
I'm
Houston.
pretty sure it's Vanessa Williams.
Well, I'm pretty sure
It
one
could
of us
be
can't be
neither
correct.
of those, but maybe. I don't know.
Well, you're
How about
great.
somebody message us? Tell us if it's good. You're great. Welcome to the Hug Life podcast. I am Mike Vanessa Williams Coletta.
And I am Monica Whitney Houston Nevy.
Nice. She's my favorite. Anyways, welcome.
You just want to
It's
dance with
gonna be
somebody?
A wonderful time, of course. Whitney Houston's greatest hits is what I listen to while driving to Los Angeles to move.
That slaps.
Save the Best for Last was not on it. That's why I feel like it's not her.
That's
But
weird. I feel like that's a greatest hit for sure. So
She
that's a
even
really
had-
weird choice that they made.
the only person who has the national anthem on their greatest hits album.
Really?
But she's
That's
like,
really cool.
it's like an epic version, obviously.
An epic national anthem.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what shows you got to plug?
Let's see. This weekend I have kind of a weird, I don't even know. It's a live stream show at a theater. What? So I think maybe you can find it online. It's kind of a fundraiser. Anyways, next weekend, the 2nd is a Friday, and I am at Dog Days Brewing in Bremerton, headlining. Then the 3rd, I'm going to do a live stream show, classic like we used to, as kind of a 1 year, anniversary of doing
Live
things
streaming.
online. Yeah, so it'll be the same thing. If you want to be on the Zoom, let me know, and then you can be laughers, and then we'll push it to YouTube so everybody can watch it. And it'll be a good time. Donations, whatever. If you're poor, which you're not, you just got a stimulus check. You can still watch it for free. And then the 9th and 10th of April, I will be in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho at the Honey Social Club. That's what it's called.
Who else is going to be there with you?
With the wonderful and just energetic Mike Coletta.
That's right. Energetic's a good way to say annoying without calling someone annoying.
Dang it, I bumped into it. Now I'm going to think
I have a
about it.
question for you.
Sure.
Did you get your stimulus money yet?
Did you not get yours?
I haven't gotten mine yet, and apparently I don't get the full $1,400, which is weird because I'm poor as fuck. So
Did it say why?
no, it just said I got this letter in the mail saying they're depositing it into my account, and it's only $600.
Did you get the
Which is-
last one?
The $1,200?
No, the last 600 one.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. I was like, maybe they're behind and you get the other one too. That's weird. I didn't know that would be a thing.
I mean, it's supposed to go in my account tomorrow, so we'll see what happens, I guess. But it's just really strange.
Yeah, we got all the money.
I really wanted all the money so I could throw it in savings and then just feel safe. That's what I wanted to do with it.
Yeah, I don't blame you. We're looking pretty good right now. Oh, just real quick, which would help Mike financially. Even though I haven't quite promoted our show yet, we have sold some tickets. So it is limited capacity. If you're planning to come and see us in Coeur d'Alene, buy some tickets now. It's on Eventbrite. It's on Facebook. Like there's an invite. It has that. Maybe I'll put it on the Patreon. I can't fucking remember the damn password.
I'm
but
bringing my magnets, actually, too. I'm going to sell magnets for the first time
there
in
you go.
years.
Get some Hug Life. Maybe we'll bring our last of our shirts.
Yeah, we could just bring all our shit.
If we get to, let's finish the plugs and then I'll tell you during our lexical embraces.
Nice. All right. Well, you could rate and review, subscribe to the podcast. If you can do that where you listen to us. Some people can't do that, but if you can, cool. Tell your friends about us. Go to huglifepodcast.com or monicanevi.com. Click on the Amazon banner, shop as you normally would. We get a little kickback. You can
Yes,
also
we
go
do.
to patreon.com/huglifepodcast. Donate $1. You get access to all of the episodes we've put up there. Some real
Bonus
shenanigans going
episodes
down.
that you haven't heard, and we name names.
Name them. You know those names? We name them. That's what we do there. It's pretty crazy. You could also go to our Instagram at huglifepodcast on Instagram, where Monica puts photos of cute animals and then guests who have done great things now.
Or us.
And then also, if you like art, you could go to @Studio Dodge on Instagram or studiododge.com and support our dear friend Danny Dodge, who does all the art for us, and she crushes it, and we love her very much.
Hell yeah. You nailed
Now.
it. You did very good.
Thank you.
Do you have a lexical embrace?
I have a lexical embrace, and it's kind of a weird one, and it's not food related.
You know, I approve of weird ones. I like weird ones that you kind of have to explain a little bit.
I'm calling this one having a blank person, and blank could be anything. It could be beer person. It could be handyman person. It could be computer person. Having someone in your life that helps you with a very specific thing
Okay. Having
when you need help with it.
a niche
like-
person.
If I was like, I have to find this obscure fact about college basketball, I would call Monica because she is my college basketball person.
Sure.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like that.
That's pretty good.
Do you have a people like that?
Yeah. I'm sure I do.
Like when Monica needs any information on farts, she calls me. 'Cause
That
I'm
is
the
true.
fart champion.
Mike is number one. No, if I have questions about video games, I actually ask you.
That's true, but also farts. Videos and farts.
Farts and video games.
Fart gaming.
Okay.
Do you have anyone
I'm
lexical
trying to
embraces, though?
think. Well, yes, I do. But I like this one. I think this is good.
Thank
That's
you.
nice. Well, okay. This one, I am lexically embracing small towns that support the arts community. So normally,
How is this related to your life?
well, I was just in Montana and Lewiston of all places, but like it's conservative towns too that for some reason are supportive of the arts community, I suppose. Yeah, it was in Big Fork, Montana. It was sold out. They were great. They were a little bit but smarter than I anticipated. And they were great. They were super fun. But also I had heard from your lady friend good things about them before I went, which was nice because she was like, oh, I go there every summer. I was like, great.
My lady friend?
Yes, your lady friend. We talked about it extensively because I was like, what am I walking into here?
And she's like, it's big sky country. Is that what she said?
No, but she was pretty dead on. She was like, they're actually pretty supportive of like theater and stuff, but they aren't, they're still conservative Republican type of people.
Mm-hmm.
But they were really fun. They were a good time. But I like held on to it because this lady came up at the end and she was like, well, she was trying to get us to smoke weed with her, which is always, I know it's legal now in Montana, but still you're like, oh,
Very exciting for Montanians.
yeah, good for you guys. And she was like, when we got these tickets like months ago, I looked you up and I've been listening to the Hug Life like all the time. And I was like, oh, that's great. And she said, you're great when I was on stage. And I just, I didn't notice.
You
really.
just thought someone was calling someone else great. No
yeah,
context.
I just thought that was normal. And then she was like, oh, I wish you had a shirt that said you're great. And I'm like, we do. I just don't have them with me. I feel like I should figure out how to send her one. But it was great. She said she'd listen to us while she's walking her dogs. Cool.
Oh, that's nice. I like to think about dogs when I do this podcast, so that works perfectly.
That's,
if she's
it
thinking
goes
about
hand in hand.
us while walking her dogs, while I'm thinking about dogs while I do this podcast,
Thinking about
that's a
her
great moment.
listening while walking dogs while I'm doing the podcast. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
while walking you, I think about dogs and do the podcast, and then she thinks about us while walking dogs
And when do you
while
walk the
listening to the
cat?
podcast.
Is the question.
What's up?
I said, when do you walk the cat? Is the question.
Oh, every day usually. It's more of a wander.
A wander? You just
Yeah,
let
because
her-
she goes kind of wherever she wants. I don't really walk her. We don't have a
she's
set
in
destination.
control. I mean, we all know she's walking you, really, but
Really, she just gets me outside. That's why she's screaming. She's like, "You gotta go outside today, dude. It's been days."
gets me outside.
That's a good one, though. I like that one. Small towns
you.
that have a nice art community.
Yeah.
Is that your last one? Do you have another one, or is that it?
No, that was it. Yeah, that was my...
It's a good one. You want to do the next thing we always do, the next segment?
Yes, I am ready. Are you ready?
Yes.
Hey, guys. Good news.
Hey, welcome to the good news segment. It's me, Mike Coletta. Minnesota reports 0 new COVID-19 deaths for the first time in months.
Wow.
The world's getting better.
Jealous.
So that's nice, isn't it?
That's great.
Yeah. So Minnesota, for the first time since April 13th, reported 0 deaths in its daily situation update for COVID-19. So people, it's getting better. It's just taking a while. Just thought it was a little positive note about Minnesotans. Okay.
It feels like those vaccines are helping, you know?
Yeah. Second story. DC, as in Washington, D.C., program teaches kids camera skills to keep them away from gang violence. So this program is called Don't Shoot Guns, Shoot Cameras, and it teaches kids short film. It's like a youth I guess a youth group makes it sound like it's a church thing, but really it's like a group of teenagers that make short films. I think
like an after-school program type of thing?
Yeah, and they learn how to use like be a grip, you know, or nice. A cameraman.
Yeah, you did a good job.
Or an assistant director, or even the whole director. Who knows?
You could write some shit.
Yeah,
I like it. Don't shoot. Write some shit. Neat. That's a great story. I like it. That's cool. I'd be interested if they had something like that around here. I'd be involved.
Yeah, it's called so Don't Shoot Guns, Shoot Cameras is the name of the organization if you want to look it up. It's pretty neat.
That's an interesting name.
That's it for the news story today. You want to end it and I won't say anything, I promise.
Hey guys, that was good news. Oh yeah, we're going to positive spin today, which we don't always do recently.
We are going to spin.
I wanted to positive spin Jesus, but he wasn't into it. So
no, that small town really got to Monica. She's really into Jesus now.
Hell yeah.
And that's fine, but
they still had Bibles over there in the hotels, which I was excited about because it's not happening as much. When I was in Spokane, no Bibles.
Really? No Bibles in Spokane?
And I got to bring my own.
City full of godless heathens.
Oh, yeah. Well, we knew that, but...
So... Today we're going to positive spin spring cleaning. I don't think we've ever done this.
I don't know if I can't keep track. But this is, do you spring clean? Do you feel like...
I think that I spring clean sporadically, as in I'll go in these moods where I'll like clean my whole bathroom and then I'll just stop at a certain point. Like I'll clean the tub and the sink and I won't touch the toilet, and then I'll come back later and clean the toilet. Like it's just like a weird... sporadic. I just cleaned my PC today. That was exciting.
That's nice. Yeah, most people forget to clean their computers.
I like cleaning off my desk too. Like just
yeah, that always helps. I'm like looking at mine right now, like I should probably clean up.
Also, going in through my boxes of stuff and recycling old papers feels really good. That's something I've been doing lately. Just getting rid of why am I saving paperwork for things that don't matter from 10 years ago? Just get rid of it. You know,
no, I
you don't
do that
need all this
too.
paper. Recycle it.
Because we kind of slowly. I didn't live anywhere before I lived. Kind of just moved in with Aaron, and so now that we have this house, there's still stuff I'm bringing from my parents that I haven't gone through. That's from our apartment and stuff, or even before that. And so I had these envelopes full of checks from 2017 and 2018. And Erin works at a bank, so I was like, do I need these? And she's like, no. Why did you even keep those in the first place? I was like, I don't know. I felt like I should. So there's just all this shit that takes up space.
All deposited? You just have them?
They're all deposited. It's not like I'm waiting on. I'm just sitting on thousands of dollars that I never deposited. No.
Yeah, that's true. I also keep some financial documents, like bank statements, where you're like, they don't put your credit card number on the statement. You could just throw it away.
Right. You know, well, and also now everything's so digital, we can do mobile everything, which is why I'm still confused why people go into banks, but whatever.
Actually, this is a lexical embrace I should have done. I did a little digital spring cleaning, you could call it. Oh, really?
Okay.
I got a password manager.
Oh.
So I'm on 1Password now. So I changed every single password to every account I owned to something completely random. It's a randomized password, right? And I have one master password. So I am way more secure now. And also, I found all these accounts that I never use that I just got rid of. Like,
that's funny because I was looking at my like just my phone passwords, like that it saves in there. And it warns you like, hey, you have this many that are the same, and like, all this stuff. And it's like 100 passwords that aren't not necessarily that are the same, but it's just like so many, and I'm like, I'm clearly not using that many things.
And that's very insecure. Like I had 60 or 80 or so that were reused between like 3 or 4 different passwords. And I changed all of them immediately. It was like my first thing I did was I changed all of them, and then I got rid of a lot of like repeat like Google Chrome had a bunch of repeats for like the same website, just different variations of it. I got rid of those, and like it was super easy. And
is it easy? I was going to say that sounds like something I should do, but I'm afraid to forget. Like I change my passwords, but then I have to write them down, and I swear, like if you put it in your notes, I feel like somebody can get in there too. So then I'm like,
yeah. So what I did is I had them all saved on Google Chrome. And then Google Chrome lets you create a CSV file of your passwords, which is like almost like an Excel spreadsheet. And you import that into 1Password. And then now 1Password has all your old passwords in it. And you change them one at a time in that. So I did that, and it's a way nicer. And also it's just like I have the app on my phone. So if I need if I forget, I never forget a phone password again, which is where it was always a problem before. I was on my telephone.
Is the Patreon on there?
What's that?
Is the Patreon on there so we can get it? I can't figure out how to get into it.
No, I have all of our Hug Life passwords all saved now. I know what they are.
Nice. That's very helpful.
And I didn't change those yet because I wanted to talk to you.
Well, it doesn't matter because I can't get into them anyway.
Yeah, no, I can get you into it. Now.
I never thought about digital cleaning. That's a thing,
Or like deleting stuff from old flash drives, or I mean, for me, it's like hard drives. Also taking things off of physical hard drives and uploading them to like Google Docs, especially if they're really small. Like all of my schoolwork from high school, I want to save it just out of curiosity. But in digital copies of it, you could just throw it on Google Drive and never touch it again, which is exactly the point,
That's interesting that you would keep that. I don't know. I don't have any of my work from high school, but because I do so much video editing on this laptop now, there's like just random clips and stuff. Like I definitely need to go through there, and I use video blocks for like the meditation stuff. So then I have like just rows of things that are like video blocks, elderly woman sips coffee, and I'm like, somebody's going to look in my computer and be like, what is she into? Why is she into downloading all these weird, it's like young man works out, it's just like, what? It's for like, fucking video.
Okay. Mm-hmm. This is weird. But yeah, so digital spring cleaning, think about it that way. If you're like, also it was great because sometimes you have like that weird downtime between two things. Like on like every day now I have like this weird downtime between like work and then school. And like it's perfect for those like hours or like couple hours in between to like do something productive.
Yeah.
But you can also like turn on a podcast or turn on TV while you watch it.
I do like that idea of like doing something for like a week, just for like an hour or something, and then it would slowly like you'd clean everything, because I feel like spring cleaning is like, oh, you take a weekend and you just fucking clean the whole time, and I am not into that. My lower back can't handle it.
Yeah. You don't need to do it like all the time constantly. Yeah, like I remember doing that as a kid. Like we'd have like a weekend where and I'm like, this is the worst. Why can't we just split this up? My parents would always
fucking pull everything out of the garage. Always. And then my mom loved, now that I have a home and have had apartments and stuff, my mom loved rearranging the furniture like all the time, like every month or so.
It's the worst thing in the world.
And I was like, I mean, I like it when it's new, but I'm like, what weird anxiety does she have where she's like, I need to change where the couch is? Like,
what if the furniture always stays the same?
Right. What happens then? But yeah, it doesn't happen for them as often, but I mean, I get like cleaning under stuff, especially because we have hardwood floors, so under the couch is gross. But that happened to us a lot in LA. If you don't move stuff in Los Angeles, it's like
in Los Angeles was gross because we would spend like hours cleaning it, and then it would be dirty in like 10 hours.
You open a window for just 30 minutes, and you're like,
black soot stuff would be on the windowsill.
So gross.
Gosh,
I hope that
so gross.
all of this helps their air quality a little bit. I don't know if that's true, but
Yeah, I mean, because it's also like a desert, so it's just naturally dusty. Like there's just dust in the air.
Well,
in
and
LA.
there's so many valleys, so it just sits there. We were in a valley. Yeah,
That's
Anyways,
nasty.
okay, clean. Well, I mean, obviously, being clean isn't a bad thing, but like the actual doing of it is what. So I like the
Yeah.
idea of spreading it out. Maybe
Yeah.
it does help my like anxiety or just clutteredness of my brain. To clean. I'm just not very good at it. I feel like I'm like, oh, this will be organized, and then I'm like, well, where the fuck do I put all this shit?
I like it because you sometimes find things that you lost too.
Ooh, that's a good one. That is a good one. I like that a lot. Or like I am a bit of a hoarder when it comes to like sentimental things and like cards and gifts and stuff. And so if like when I was moving this other stuff in here, I did find all the birthday cards that my family sent me when we were living in LA. So
Did you throw them away? Did you just like, get out of here, birthday cards? Or did you
No.
keep them?
I kept them. I read them all. It was nice.
Cried into them a bit?
I mean, that is kind of you never know. And now as we get older, you've lost people or whatever, and then you find a note from them and you're like, oh God. I do like to keep that stuff. So
I used to keep cards, and then I realized they would just sit there and I'd never read them. So now I just recycle them.
I only keep them if they're like, it's like an actual nice note thing. It's not just like, happy birthday, bye,
Happy birthday, okay, bye.
Yeah. Does this happen to you though? When you're cleaning something, then you get distracted and you just like forget for like an hour. You're just like playing with something.
Oh yeah.
Or
yeah,
going
yeah,
like
all
I'll
the
read
time.
through shit when I'm like, oh, it's been an hour. I mean, when we have our kid clean his room, it's mostly so that he'll be quiet for an hour because then he ends up playing with his Legos or something. We're like, how's it going? He's like, oh shit, like he's forgotten that he's supposed to be cleaning.
He's like, oh yeah, I was supposed to be doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. It's the old trickerino.
I am 100% like a needing to keep the yard clean person now. Like and you guys have that nice like area in the backyard too.
Well, we're having some issues with that right now.
And clean
It's
it.
because I mean, we had people like Katie and I one night had a bonfire, and then one person came over. We all just hung out outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it just completely killed the grass where we were
Oh,
standing.
no.
Like it's dead. And I'm like, grass should be able to hold up. And it had been seeded and planted like months ago, so it should have been fine.
Yeah, we have sod that is like grown together pretty well, but if people are on it for too long, then it gets like mushy, and I'm like, that's not good. That's not how this is
Yeah, we're
supposed
trying
to
to
go.
figure. We're going to reseed it in April. But yeah, I do like having a yard cleaning. Katie's working on a bunch of plants right now. We planted asparagus, which is exciting.
Nice. We planted a bunch of shit, but I'm like waiting for I'm into it, but it's like even the like just keeping the grass cut, and like I don't have an edger, and we have a walkway in the middle of our front grass area, and I like it drives me nuts that I have an edger.
I have an edger.
Like can I borrow it?
Just throwing it out there.
Sweet.
We have an edger.
I'll come get it.
Yeah. If you want me to come down there with an edger.
Go for it. Yeah, and now I'm like, there's just so many options of like what your yard can look like. My parents are huge yard people. They have the wonderful like little patio area with all the stuff.
It's very nice.
It's very nice, and they like have like my mom's got gnomes that she's like painted and shit in there. My dad's he's the gardener, so he's got like this beautiful yard. And Aaron and I were sitting in our backyard the other day, and I was like, oh, I totally get it. My parents used to just sit there and look at it, and I was like, yeah, I get it. Like you did it. It's nice, and then it's just like relaxing, and when the weather's nice, it's perfect. And so there's something about keeping that clean. So now I don't understand. Like I used to go over to people's houses, or like the daycare I went to, they had so much shit in their backyard, like just thrown around and stuff.
yeah.
And now I'm like, how did you even do that? Why
That's
are
an
you
Alaska
have all
thing
this
for
space?
some reason.
Really?
People just have shit all over their yards. Like
Weird.
I don't know if it was me growing up and going to people's houses we went to, but I was just like, nobody, just like toys and like equipment, like heavy machinery just sitting in their backyard and just doing nothing. I don't understand.
That is nuts. Well, and so now like again, I have a theory that there's two people in each relationship that are like each type of cleaning and one's obsessive about it and one is not. And I was one who's not. But now, if when things are messy, it does bother me. I mean, it's lucky that I think it's just because I've gotten used to things being clean. You know, like before it would stress me out when I wasn't very clean, which is I'm just kind of in the middle. But then now I'm like, no, it is much better when it's clean. And luckily, Aaron's like obsessed over it. So
you gotta be obsessed, you know. Sometimes some people be obsessed.
I'll be on the road and I'm like, are you gonna hang out with a friend or like, what are you gonna do today? She's like, no, I'm cleaning. She's like, I deep cleaned the oven. I did all. I'm like, all right, you knock yourself out.
All right, have at it. Have a good time, I guess. Yeah,
Don't let me get in your way.
Cleaning though, is that you're trying to have like clean what you care about first.
Or what's you're making me think like the desk. It's right here. It's in my way. You know, I should probably.
Yeah,
clean
what
that
do you
first.
use?
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, that's nice. And then I mean, I think the idea of like the whole spring cleaning thing is to go through stuff, try to I forget the value because I am a little bit of a hoarder. The value of getting rid of stuff, throwing stuff away, or you're donating it, you know? And it's like, oh, more space is so helpful.
It's so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been like, it's not necessarily a spring cleaning thing for me, but I do like every couple months, like go under my bed, grab everything under there. What can I throw away? And like, it's a sentimental value thing where I keep shit I don't need to.
Yeah.
But after a while, you're just like, throw it away.
Get it out of here. Get it out of my sight.
Get it out of this bullshit.
I just have a big old tub of merch under my bed, which
my
is
magnets
available.
are still sitting up there just waiting to be sold. They've been sitting on a flat surface ready to go.
Buy my stuff. You can buy it on the internet. In fact, you can buy Mike's magnets on there as well.
Do you want to take the quiz?
Yeah, hell yeah.
So this is who's your Marvel dad, as in Marvel comic book father.
Oh, right.
And you got to pick stuff, and it determines.
Do you have a guess?
What's that?
Do you have a guess for yours?
Well, I already took it. So
Before
I
that,
know who I
separate
got.
from that.
But people I want to be my dad. I can't think of a Marvel comic book hero I don't want to be my dad.
Okay.
I feel like all of them would be cool.
That's a good one. Who would you be upset if? Are they all good guys?
I think they're all good guys. There's no villains in here.
Okay. All right. Okay, let's do it.
All right. So the first answer is choose a car, and there's a Ford pickup truck, a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, and a Tesla.
Damn, these are all like
what are you
fancy.
Going with?
I mean, I'm trying to think of what I like the best. I mean, I'm like a Mustang girl, you know. What are you picking? You pick.
Kind of want the Tesla.
My dad has that exact truck with a less extended cab.
Ooh, then pick that one.
I feel like that. Yeah, my dad's pretty cool. I'm happy with mine. I'll go with the truck because it's a Ford. All right.
All right. Pick a flower: sunflower, chrysanthemum, rose, or daisy.
Chrysanthemum. I'm gonna go with the sunflower.
I'm gonna go daisies. It's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Choose a sport: soccer, basketball, rugby, or cricket.
What? Who? These are the most random sports.
It's a British quiz.
I'm going with basketball.
I'm gonna go with.
These are really random fucking questions.
Yeah, I guess I'll go with. I don't know rugby or cricket, so I guess I have to go with soccer. Pick a farm animal.
Rugby's pretty close to
cow,
football,
a sheep,
though.
a pig, or a chicken.
That
That was a good cow impression.
Thank you. Are we hanging out with this farm animal? Are we eating it? What's the deal?
I think in this context, you're hanging out with it with your Marvel dad.
Okay, I'm going to go with the cow. We saw a lot of cows, and there's a ton of baby cows this weekend. So we asked somebody, we were like, why are there so many baby cows? And this lady goes, it's calving season. I was like, okay, I guess that's a thing.
That's
Didn't
intense.
know. But they were like everywhere. It was cute little babies.
I'm going with the pig. Hang out with a little pig.
Also cute. And they're
Pick
smart,
a holiday: Easter, birthday, Halloween, or Christmas. So your birthday is what it is.
Oh, God. I'm going to go with Christmas.
Christmas, I'm going to go with Halloween only for the candy.
Nice. Good choice.
Now you got to choose a Marvel mom. Black
Ooh.
Widow, Scarlet Witch,
shit.
Gamora, or Captain Marvel. Who's your mom?
Fuck. Who's my mom? You pick first on this one.
I think I'm going to go
It's a tough one.
with Captain Marvel. Space
Okay.
stuff. It'll be fun.
No, that's great. I'm going to go with Scarlet Witch. Okay.
I got Ant-Man.
Interesting. Is that who you got the first time as well?
It says, your Marvel dad is unstoppable. Some might find him to be mischievous, but who says that's a bad thing? The first time I did this, I got Iron Man.
Interesting. Okay. This seemed quite opposite, actually.
Who did you get?
Doctor Strange.
That's one I would wanted.
Yeah, your Marvel dad may be stubborn and self-centered, but he's also ambitious and powerful. His strength would work to his advantage of this family. To the advantage.
And you get to learn
of this
magic.
family. Yeah, it's pretty sweet little, he's like got the little circle things.
Yeah.
I could see
What do you want
that.
to do, the charity?
Yes, the charity this week is Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood Federation of America. You have a local Planned Parenthood if that's what you would prefer, or PlannedParenthood.org. They provide health care for free sometimes and lots of stuff, birth control, gynecological exams, ladies stuff, and then of course the parenthood part if you want counseling or help with pregnancy. That's an option as well.
Nice. That's a good one. Mm-hmm. Well, Monica, is there anything you want to say to the listener before we go?
Oh, I love you so much.